It's India's official entry for the Best Foreign Film category at the 97th Academy Awards. Kiran Rao's Laapataa Ladies has been selected from 12 Hindi films contending this year. The film explores themes of identity, community, and resilience, and is certainly immensely relevant in these times. Kiran Rao, congratulations for this incredible feat, and we are certainly hoping and praying that you lift Oscars as well.
Thank you so much. It's such an incredible honor to have been chosen as India's entry.
Ms. Rao, what does it mean for Indian cinema globally? And how do you think the global audience will connect with this? Because, of course, the film was screened at the 48th Toronto International Film Festival in September of 2023.
Well, I think that the film touches upon such universal themes that I am very hopeful that the film will cut across any kind of cultural barriers, language, the idea of rural and urban, and appeal as a story of sisterhood, a story of women, a story of looking after each other in these times. I feel like it's a story of hope. So I feel that globally as well, there's a lot that perhaps people will connect to in the film.
Absolutely. And would you say that this movie actually validates Indian cinema's growing global presence, the fact that the language barriers are diminishing, and the Bollywood, or should I say the industry's potential for further growth and recognition?
Yes, I do think that the more, in fact, authentic and rooted and organic films are, the more they appeal to an international audience, because they truly give you a window of insight into a different culture, but into also what are sometimes very shared problems or shared concerns for us as global citizens. So I do think that even though the film is very particular to India, particular to perhaps this little village, it still speaks, I think, the language of our shared hopes for women and progress.
Absolutely, because Laapataa Ladies tackles complex social issues. How do you think cinema can influence social change? Because this one, your cinema, certainly generated the right conversations.
But I think when cinema is in fact authentic and it touches a chord in people, it can open a window of thought, it can open up conversations that will change perspectives, I feel, even when the subjects are quite difficult to address. Especially when you use a tool like comedy, it sort of softens the edges of any prickly conversations. So I do think cinema has that ability to speak to different kinds of problems in a much more entertaining or more, kind of bringing people together way.
Would you also say that because the movie is funny, witty, quirky, entertaining, but at the same time, it is very, very empowering because it has the ability for ensuring that the gender discourse or the complex themes of identity and community are presented in the most realistic manner?
I do think that comedy has that ability to disarm people, to speak about things that could otherwise be uncomfortable conversations, and speak across lines that divide people. And that was certainly the attempt here, to take what could be quite commonplace problems, things that we've forgotten even could be issues, and present them in a fresher, more funny vein so that they spark conversation again.
It's certainly very, very fresh. Ms. Rao, as a journalist who comes from the state of Bihar and has traveled north in several parts of North India extensively, the village, the station, the general compartment, that ghungat, Manju Mai, Phool Kumari, Deepak, all of them are very, very realistic. And many would say, I've seen them. Been there, seen them. According to you and for you personally, which is the character which is closest to you?
I would have to say Manju Mai. She sort of resonates with a lot of the ideas that I have. I love her character of, sort of toughness, her resilience, her ability to make fun of social problems, but also have a soft interior, have a sort of gentler side as well. So her character, sort of speaks the truth that we all need to hear, but is also quite an empathetic character.
And do you think that is the reason why filmmakers like you are able to balance cultural authenticity with the global audience expectations?
Well, I'm glad you think so. I really hope that our film, is able to compete on the international stage, because I do think that being culturally authentic to, telling our own stories really, opens up that conversation on a global stage. Because I do think, as culturally specific as we are, these are conversations that are global. They are conversations that we need to have about women's issues, gender parity and equity, women's safety. These are things that we need to talk about, not just here, but all over the world.
And would you also, share your views on the importance of subtitles and dubbing in order to expand Indian cinema's reach?
Yes, very important to have our films travel with good subtitles that actually get the colloquial beauty of some of our dialogue, the humor in dialect. So great subtitling really helps us travel, to other cultures. And it's actually, our film is now going to, hopefully, will be releasing in Japan in October. So it just speaks to the fact that, the content, if it's good, well subtitled and, sort of culturally in some way well marketed, I think our films can travel everywhere.
And, you are, of course, someone who has supported several critically acclaimed films. And films such as these, which are successful at the box office or successful in the market, generates the right kind of bucks, but at the same time ensures that it symbolizes that social change. You have, screened that film also for the judges, at the Supreme Court of India. Ma'am, are we seeing more of this come particularly from women directors and women producers? Are they the real torchbearers of social issues?
Well, it's so amazing actually to see so many more women in our film industry take center stage, whether it's as directors, producers, actors, talent across the board, in even as technicians and writers. I'm very proud of the fact that we have so many more women representing the Indian film industry. And I do think we all have very particular and strong voices that will be appreciated around the world. So it's something to be encouraged, something to be very proud of. And I personally am really honored to be among all the other women who are in this industry, whose voices are being heard on an international stage.
And what's your secret for the ability to, appeal to diverse audiences?
Well, in this case, I think it's humor and empathy together. I think when you are able to entertain an audience and are able to humanize whatever problems or whatever subject you're dealing with, I think you have a winner on your hands.
And you're able to empathize even or give a humanness to even that cop inside that police station. That's certainly remarkable. Always those cops which are there, Ravi Kishan, who played that role, are seen as these evil characters. But of course, he also has that soft side to him.
Indeed. I think it's important to appeal to the better sense and the better side that I think pretty much everyone has. And it's important actually to have conversations rather than polarize and to start drawing more lines between each other. So we were grateful to have the opportunity to do that and to create more grey characters, more interesting, realistic characters who have, a good side and a bad. It just made it a lot more fun to watch, I think, and much more fun for us to create as well.
And ma'am, just last couple of questions. When the journey began with this film, did you actually anticipate that it will reach the stage, and will be India's official entry at Oscars?
Not at all. I did not anticipate it at all. Actually, I was really grateful and honestly beyond overwhelmed when the film resonated the way it did with the audiences. For me, that was a huge, honestly, for me, personal victory that the audience took it so much to heart. And I was totally happy with that. I had absolutely no expectations of being India's entry to the Academy. So this has been an amazing, wonderful surprise and a great honor.
It's a huge milestone for India and you as well, because as you say, it's a personal victory. Why do you really call it a personal victory?
Well, it's personal for all of us who are involved with the film. We put in our blood, sweat and tears at Amir Khan Productions, at Jio Studios, my actors, my entire team. It's been a struggle. It's a small film. We were making it with a bunch of young, not well-known actors. So it was a punt we were taking, and so for all of us, it's a personal victory.
So your final thought on the fact that you are carrying forward a big message from India for the global world as global citizen?
Well, all of us at Amir Khan Productions, Jio Studios, everyone who has been associated with Laapataa Ladies is indeed humbled and honored to be India's entry on this global stage. We will try our best, and we really hope to take this journey as far as it goes. We want everybody's blessings and good wishes along the way.
Thank you, Kiran Rao there. Congratulations from all of us here at NDTV. We wish
Thank you.
And certainly hope that you lift the Oscars. So I look forward to interviewing you again.
Thank you so much, Maria. Lovely talking to you.